reckon the earthing strap's gunged up. The lights keep going out.
So were yours if you got near McAllister Place again?
Don't know what you're on about.
Don't come the innocent with me, my lad. You've been down there, chucking your weight around.
I haven't been anywhere near.
Don't you lie to me!
Ah, you're chopping me blooming arms off!
That's not all I'll chop off. I don't know what you think you're doing down there, but stay away, right?
Right! That really hurt.
Good. Never seen your mother in such a state. They're upset about her, Tina. And the more she frets, the more she makes my life a misery.
All right, you don't have to keep going on.
Oh, but I do. Because I'm trying to get our Tina to come home. And if you get in my way, you know what'll happen.
These what you're looking for?
Chris, I haven't got time for playing stupid games.
But time for a warning.
What?
About being careful what you get up to in public. David Glover.
What about him?
I saw you two in the street.
Oh, snogging, you mean? So, we haven't got anything to hide?
Snogging. That's what sex-crazed 16-year-olds get up to.
I'm surprised you can remember that far back. It was great. Just loved doing it with Dave. In fact, I can't remember having enjoyed it with anyone quite so much. No, I can't think of anybody. Bye.
Is Lordship about?
No, he's in Leeds at an auction with Lady Weir. They were as thick as thieves as they went off. Wonder what's going on.
She's doing him a turn, that's what's going on.
Oh, you're so coarse, you.
Well, what else would they be doing together?
There is such a thing as genuine friendship, you know. Conversation and mutual interest.
Nah, they're at it.
Terry Wood's last of the great romantics.
Morning, Tel.
Hiya.
Just going to shoot across to the hall. Get it sorted for tonight. Fancy coming along?
Of course he does when he's flushed out the pipes, cleaned out the pumps and restocked the bar.
I'll see you later.
Don't know what all the fuss is about anyway. I mean, who's going to traipse all the way out here to look at boring slides of you playing boring rugby?
There'll be hundreds there. You're forgetting, love, I'm famous.
Aye, famous for having a skinful on match nights and finding your way to the nearest strip club.
Aye, well, whatever you say, I'll get cracking there. I'll see you over there.
You certainly will.
Like a drop of tea with your sugar, do you? Meow.
Lay off, Jess. Sugar's good for morning sickness. Why don't you just put the tea straight into the sugar bowl?
Anyway, shouldn't you be getting ready for school?
I'm not going in till this afternoon. Study leave.
Oh, I used to call it skiving in my day. You sure you'll be OK?
I think so.
You've got to look after yourself, yeah? You and the baby need plenty of rest.
Or perhaps you should have gone home with your dear father and let him pamper you up at the Chateau Dingle.
Jess, leave it. Oh, Tin, you'll have to get the bus back from school. Got a nip into Skipdale.
Leave the washing up, Jess.
Oh, thanks.
Luke can do it when he gets home.
Well, let's go out tonight. If I have to watch those too much longer, I think I'm going to puke.
I can't. Sorry, I'm busy.
Why? What are you doing?
Well, I'm off to see Terry's slideshow. My life in the league.
Well, since when have you been interested in rugby, Biff?
Since when have you been interested in rugby, Nick?
So what did you say?
Well, I told her, Dave. I said, look, Paula, I've been crazy about rugby since the days of Eddie Waring and... Ah, well, it's an up and under.
Poor Paula.
Hey, what about you, then? Where does Cathy think you're going?
Yeah, well, I can't say I'm too happy about lying to her.
Oh, blimey, Dave. You've got it bad, haven't you? Look, it's just a bit of harmless fun. You can't spend the rest of your life making sheep's eyes at my sister.
Yeah, I suppose. Just have to keep my fingers crossed she don't find out.
Oh, well, she won't, will she?
Hey.
What?
You ever thought about using deodorant?
Very funny.
Nick.
What?
You won't let on to Cathy, will you?
Oh, you look happy. Does it show? Well, there's a certain glow about the cheeks and, yes, a twinkle to the eye. I wonder what could have caused that. Wouldn't you like to know? Might it be something to do with a certain David Glover?
David who?
Anyway, it's good to see you happy. Though I know you could be a lot happier if you'd be guided by me.
Kim, it makes perfect sense to accept Frank's offer.
Hold on, Cathy. Go for Chris's shares as part of the settlement, and you'll be set up for life.
But I'll be set up for life with 120,000. I don't need any more than that. And you going on about it isn't going to change anything.
I'm only thinking about you.
Oh. So you getting hold of Chris's shares is neither here nor there?
I don't make any secret of the fact that I'd like those shares, if only to protect Frank from any strokes that Chris might pull. Call it female solidarity, if you like. But I think you should take Chris for everything you can get. So don't give in so easily.
15,500. 16, sir? £16,000.
No.
Any more bids? £16,500. 17,000, sir. Are we all finished at £17,000 then? So, thank you, sir. Moving on to lot 34, ladies and gentlemen, and another fine example of Victorian sculpture.
It's rather a lot for that statue.
By Ferdinand of...
Just a thornycroft, old boy. What brings you here? While Terry and Britt are running things, it gives me time to get out and about. I'm here with a friend, Lady Weir.
£2,000.
Her painting's in the sale.
2,500.
Yes, I know. It's
3,000
rather a good
I've
painting,
bid on my
actually.
left.
What, 52? Yes, not bad. Quite good, in fact. So you're interested, then? Could be.
Are we all finished then at £4,500 and £4,500? 52, ladies and gentlemen, a copy of a painting, Lady and Spaniel, by Humphrey Phelps. Phelps was a renowned 19th century portrait artist, ladies and gentlemen, and much copied. This is a particularly fine example. So let's open the bidding with £500. £500 anywhere? Thank you, sir. 1,000? 1,000 I am bid. £2,000. 3,000, madam? 3,000. 4,000, gentlemen in the middle. 5,000. 6, sir? £6,000 I am bid. It's at £6,000. At £6,000, then...
10,000.
I have a bid at the rear at £10,000. 12,000, sir? £12,000. 14. 14,000. 14,000. £16,000. £18,000. 20. £20,000 I am bid. It's at £20,000. If you've all done then at £20,000. So, thank you, sir.
Hey! Walls have ears, you know. Don't want to give game away.
Sorry.
Well, they seem to be working. That's everything sorted. Net'll be on door, taking money, £5 head.
Me and Seth will be looking after the bar.
I am just checking merchandise.
Aye. Do we really need that superannuated scarecrow? He sups more than he sells.
Sorry.
Oh, well, if you must, you must. But try and stop him drinking all the profits.
Bad luck, Frank. Lose your nerve.
Yes, I very nearly lost my head then.
Yeah, well, that's not all you lost. 20,000 for a Phelps. A snip. You're way off your turf, boy. In future, leave it to the experts.
Mr. Pollard, I can't believe it. £20,000.
Eric seemed to think it were a snip, my lady.
Well, it would have been for the original, but that's just a copy.
What are you talking about?
After you came and did the valuation for me, I decided to hang the original Phelps and sell the copy.
Which I saw at your house.
Indeed you did.
The real Phelps.
Which you valued at £800.
Which I thought you were putting in the auction.
Where indeed it would have been a snip at 20,000.
But you didn't?
No. I decided to keep the Phelps and sell the copy.
It says quite clearly that it's a copy in here, Eric. Didn't you read it?
Perhaps experts don't feel they need to, Alan.
And I thought...
You thought you could make a nice fat profit. But instead, I'm afraid you've paid way over the odds for a copy.
Well, I'd just like to say that I've never been to an auction before, but I can't tell you how much I enjoyed this, Eric.
Well, why not? We've done a good day's work.
Well, you certainly have, my lady.
Oh, Vanessa, please.
There we are.
Let's have a toast.
Yeah. Here's to the memory of all them dirty tricks he pulled on us. Diddling me out of me nest egg over that concert.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
Right.
Fleecing the village fund over the painting we were given. And dumping Kim's wedding present in my pool.
Yeah, don't let's forget that. Cheers. And taking advantage of me when I was at my lowest, mourning for my wife.
Here's to Shirley.
Shirley.
To Shirley. That man deserves nothing but our contempt.
And that's something I'll cheerfully give him.
Well, team, let's raise our glasses to outwitting Pollard and justice.
Justice.
Did you enjoy that? Oh, very nice, thank you.
Oh, I'd love to know what's going on in the back. Sounds like fun. Still, it's not ours to reason why, eh?
Might be a bit of competition from this place.
Nah, we'll be catering for a different sort of market with a tea room. Day trippers.
We.
You, I mean.
So, do you think it'll be a problem?
No, you'll be looking after Cream Tea Brigade. They do now like that in here.
Still, it's a bit of a risk.
No, come midsummer, the place will be crawling. It'll be a real gold mine, you'll see. It's not to do with me, but I think you should accept Chris's offer and go for it.
Really?
Yeah, you'll do really well. I know it. I've got faith in you.
Oh, I appreciate that.
You've over.
If you weren't going out tonight, I could show you how much I appreciate it.
Aye. Yeah, but I am.
You prefer watching rugby slice to an evening with me?
No, but I said I'm going to go, and I don't really want to go back on my word.
I'm only teasing. And I like a man who keeps his word.
Hiya.
Do you want one, Luke?
Alcohol's not a good idea when you're pregnant.
But I've got this craving. What can I do? What you usually do. Throw it down your neck.
I don't suppose one will hurt.
I'm going to go and put my feet up. Oh, time for home and away, is it? So it is. Thanks for reminding me. Idle cow.
Jay.
Who's ever heard of someone getting a craving for lager?
Jessica,
What?
are you going out tonight?
Yes. The sight of you two together makes me want to vomit. Why?
I just want to be alone with Tina. We've got things to talk about. So, will you be out?
Yes.
Its rocks and peaks and deep valleys have undergone much at the hands
Switch it
of
off,
nature
please.
and now of man. But there is still...
What is it?
Look, Chris, I've decided I'm going to accept your offer.
Seriously?
Of course. The 120,000, I'm accepting it.
What's made you change your mind?
I think it's time to move on. I think it's time we both did. We've been through such a lot these last few months. I just want to put it all behind me.
You know, I think that's the most sensible thing you've said in years.
Well, you and Rachel have got a baby on the way, and I just want to get on with my life again. The money will help me do that.
I see. So that's it then. You and me. All done.
You and I were all done months ago.
Last year, in fact. Josh, the plane crash.
Yes, Chris. I know it's been really awful at times, and I haven't liked you very much, but I don't hate you. And really and truly, I do want you to be happy.
Yeah. You too. Well, good luck in whatever you decide to do and whoever you decide to do it with. I wish you well. I honestly do.
Thanks.
So then the bloke shouts up the stairs, I've won the lottery, I've won the lottery. She went, oh, great, where are we going? He said, I don't care, just pack your bags and sling her up.
Take a whip, please, lads.
That's you. Where the hell's Seth? I can't manage the door and run the bar as well.
Oh, hey, I thought Vic was doing the bar.
He's gone on an errand. Seth should be here. Oi, where you be?
Oh, I bet you had a talking tackle on.
So let's have a big Emmerdale welcome.
Well, if you're in the artistic performance... No, stripper. No, you're all right. I tell you what, she better be worth his fiver.
He does got homework in a way that defies even your sordid imagination.
Oi, Seth, don't forget the bar.
Why? Thanks for reminding me.
of England. Now,
Remember, you two, any clever remarks and you're in trouble.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, love. Have a nice time.
No.
Kelly!
Looks like they hit it off. No.
What happened? Did you do something to Kelly? Vic, tell me.
Nothing happened. They had a row, that's all.
Well, what about?
I'll tell you later.
No, tell me now.
It was nothing. Look, I've got to go. I'm late as it is.
Well, where's Roy?
I'll tell you about it later.
So there's nothing he can do?
No, it's down in the catalogue as a bona fide copy, if you can have such a thing.
An old fly blow thought he'd outsmarted them all.
Mr. Turner.
Yes, Rick.
I'm just popping out for a minute. After all that, soft lad's gone and forgot his box of slides. Just nipped at Village Hall with him.
So what do you think he'll do now?
Well, now Tiffy's got any sense.
But if I know Eric, I think we should keep our guards up.
I was amazed what a good sport Lady Weir is, letting us use her painting to set him up.
Yes, we couldn't have managed it without her.
No, you take my word for it. She's a great sport and she's a wonderful woman.
You're being very generous with your praise, Alan. Wonder how Sir Thomas would feel if he heard you.
I have nothing to be ashamed of. My relationship with Vanessa is entirely above board and totally honourable.
Oh, yes.
Oh, didn't he need them? Brit? Was someone up? What? Well, you didn't give them the slides? No, they seem to be managing quite well without them.
Tina.
Mm.
Remember I went to Skipdale this afternoon?
How could I forget? I had to catch a bus home, didn't I?
Yeah, well, I went to get something for you.
Oh, yeah? What?
First, there's something I've got to ask you.
Well?
I've never done this before. I feel a bit daft, but... Tina, will you do me the honour? Will you marry me?
Dainty, ain't it? Couldn't have picked better myself.
Aye, it's lovely. So, what a surprise like?
Oh, not half.
Oh, don't be fooled, Biff. Nothing surprises this woman.
What's that supposed to mean?
She's got me wrapped round her little finger.
What? Like that, you mean?
So, have you set a date yet?
Set the date? I didn't want to think you were planning a wedding.
Surprise. See me red lippy? Aren't you ready yet? We're going to be late.
Well, since when have you been bothered about being late for school?
Since a diamond solitaire became part of the uniform.
Come on, Luke. Nothing on, eh, love?
You what?
Last night, the likes of Bill Bowman and Tom O'Doherty. Nothing on you as an after-dinner speaker.
Don't go overboard. Never mind, I do take pride in giving people something that little bit different.
I bet you do.
Have you heard Terry in action?
I certainly have. I mean, maybe not quite like last night.
Eh?
Men only. I bet it was a bit nearer the knuckle.
Aye, well, you've got to give punches what they want.
But I have heard all his tales over years.
Oh, I've got a thumping headache.
Whenever I have to do any public speaking, which is more often than I care to remember, I try and steer clear of too much alcohol.
Eh?
Yeah, it's a control thing, I think.
Oh, no, with Terry, it's a stress thing. You see, he gets so wound up beforehand that he needs some kind of release, don't you, love?
Aye, I do.
And then afterwards, I mean, he hits the bottle bad style. You see, it's the pressure.
Spot on.
Call it woman's intuition.
Oh, Nick, have you seen Kathy this morning?
No, not yet.
I've got to go. I've got a meeting at 10. Could you give her a message?
Yeah, sure.
Can you tell her the blacksmith's coming to see Drum at 11? And if he's got time, could you ask him to check Valentine's near hind while he's at it?
Yeah, right, no problem.
Thanks.
It's an important meeting.
Could be.
Ah, you look very nice.
Don't I always?
Yeah, of course you do.
Joke, Nick.
Oh, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I know.
You lucky pig. And it was a complete surprise. I mean, you didn't know we were thinking about asking.
No, honestly, I didn't. Did he go down on one knee? Oh, it sounds dead romantic. Well, you know, Luke. Or at least you do, Dolores. No, I never know what he's going to do next.
Come on, move along, girls. Blocking the corridor here. Oh, you know the rules about jewellery at school, Tina.
But this is different, sir.
Isn't it always where Tina's concerned?
Oh, no, sir, it is. It's an engagement ring.
Oh, well, congratulations, Tina. Who's the lucky man?
Oh, I'd have thought you'd have known that, sir. It's Luke McAllister.
We had you marked down as one of our successes. Straight into Edinburgh without a hitch. Your work's declined steadily since the mocks. All your teachers are saying the same. And now I hear you've got engaged.
There's no law against it.
Of course not. But is the engagement proving a distraction, I wonder?
No.
How'd your parents feel? I must admit, I was rather surprised.
Oh. No, they're very happy for me. Us. Mum thinks I've calmed down a lot since I met Tina.
Really?
She's helping me loads with my revision. Biology and that. She's good for me.
I don't think I'm interfering, Luke. I'm just sounding a cautionary note. A friendly word in your ear.
Tina's behind my academic career 100%. There's no doubts on that score.
Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Be ashamed to let good talent go to waste.
My sentiments exactly.
Hi. I was just giving you up. How'd it go?
Oh, very cordial. I don't think he's serious about changing livery. He'd be lucky to get a sniff at his daughter's pony.
Do you want to rephrase that?
You know what I mean. And I bought these shoes specially.
Well, it's not all gloom and doom.
Isn't it?
Kathy's accepted a divorce settlement.
She's what?
She finally caved in, which means Rachel can move straight into Mill Cottage with the baby. I thought you'd be pleased.
I am. Good of her to let me know.
Hi, how'd it go?
Fine.
The farrier's just been. Nothing to worry about with Valentine, just a bruised soul, he reckons.
You could have told me to my face, Kathy. I thought we were friends. I put my neck on the line for you over this settlement.
How did you know?
Frank's just told me. He's over the moon, but then he would be.
Oh, I'm really sorry. Look, I was going to tell you myself first thing. I only decided to accept last night.
Why didn't you hang out for the shares? You know I could have given you a much better deal than the one you've taken.
Yes, I know all that. But it was really getting me down, all the aggro with Chris. I talked it over with Dave last night, and he made me realise having my freedom's much more important than the money.
So I went behind my husband's back for nothing.
I'm sorry, Kim. Honestly, you've been a true friend over all this, and I'm really grateful. I want to make a fresh start.
Fine. Good luck to you. Could this fresh start include getting to work on time tomorrow morning?
There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks very much. Oh, that's the last. Thank God there's been something I've been dying to tell you all day. Whiskey, Eric?
Yes, please. No, I'll have gin and tonic, please.
Now, would that be a slimline tonic, Eric, or the real stuff? Or can you not tell the difference?
All of a sudden, everyone's a comedian round here, eh? Just the normal, thank you, Brit.
There you go. Kim.
My money's not good enough for
No,
you.
Eric, it's fine. It's just, you can't be too careful these days.
Oh, he's got some nerve. Anyway, what was it wanted to tell us about?
Come on, don't keep us in suspense. It's funny you should say that.
Good afternoon, girls.
Afternoon, Lady Weir.
Is Alan in?
Yes, he is, and there's another friend of yours in, as it happens.
Good afternoon, Mr. Pollard. How's business? Oh, I do hate a bad loser, don't you? May I go through?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
Well, it's about Terry's slideshow at the Village Hall last night.
Hello, darling. Did I leave my diary in here somewhere? You know, it's amazing. 18 months ago, and I wouldn't have given you tuppence for Chris's future. Now look at it. Cleanly out of a bad marriage and into a new relationship, starting a family. Everything to look forward to.
Yeah.
Third generation of Tate dynasty. Oh, I know you think I'm a sentimental old fool. But what's wrong with hoping that one day this baby will run the Tate estate, just like his old granddad? And if not this baby, maybe the next. You'd indulge me in that dream, wouldn't you?
Yes, Frank.
Are you all right, love?
Fine.
How much?
For services rendered.
I don't understand.
I had a most illuminating chat with Frank. Call it just desserts. That little creep Pollard defrauded you of at least that much, if not more. That is just the money Pollard paid for the painting, less my expenses. Fair's fair.
I'm sorry. I can't accept this.
What, you really have no use for it?
No, of course I do, but I mean, at least let's discuss it. Over dinner, I'll take you out.
No. Thomas is away at the moment. Why don't you come over to the manor and cook me one of your delicious meals? Say 8 o'clock?
All right. All right, that's a deal.
Oh, put it away, Alan.
How can I ever thank you?
Oh, I'm sure I'll think of something.
Don't mind me.
It's a suicide mission, it's gotta be.
Oh, I tell you, I can think of more painless ways of going.
Fancy proposing to her. Hey, does this mean he's not going to go to medical school?
No, it means he's going to take her with him.
David.
Yeah? Oh, how did your meeting go?
Nick, haven't you got work to be getting on with?
Yeah?
Next time you think of advising someone on a £100,000 divorce settlement, think again.
Hey?
Stick to what you know best, like ordering compost and counting sheep. You've cost Kathy a hell of a lot of money with your facile advice.
What are you talking about?
You know damn well. If she'd have held out a little longer, she could have doubled that settlement.
Now, hang on a minute. All I said was she should do what's best for her, not what suits Frank or Chris. Or you, for that matter. Kathy's a grown woman. She can make her own mind up, despite what you like to think.
What are you insinuating?
Your word.
Don't walk away from me when I'm talking to you.
I've got some work to be getting on with.
David.
Beth Armstrong.
And Vic. No, say nout. I've got a better idea. What did I ever see in him? He's such a nerd.
What have you been saying to Kim?
What do you mean?
Well, I didn't force you to sign this divorce agreement.
I didn't say you did.
Yeah, well, it's not what Kim was making out.
What's she been saying? You shouldn't come into any of this.
Oh, I'm just a thick oik, aren't I? I don't know nothing. And if I did, I'd have told you to hang on in there till Frank give you 3 million quid or something.
She's hurt because she found out from Frank and not me. She's just being overprotective.
Oh, stick up for your mate, why don't you? Don't be so naive, Kathy. She's out for number one. I'm getting sick of all this. Why do I always end up in firing line when it's nothing to do with me?
I'm sorry, Dave. Really, I am. Look, I'll speak to Kim myself.
Just forget it, will you?
No Mr. Turner tonight, then?
Sadly, no. He's been wined and dined this evening at the manor.
Oh, India rugby song about that. Wine me, dine me.
No, Seth, I don't think I know that one. Hey, mind you, if this afternoon's anything to go by, she'll have his kit off before he can say more croutons, please.
Hey up, Eric. Eric. Could you do us a favour, mate? Yeah. Could you, take a look at this for me? Only, Alice's teacher thinks it's a work of art. Reckons it could be worth a small fortune. Wonder what you thought, eh?
Ha, ha, very witty, I don't think.
Oh, I thought...
So, Tina, what do your parents think about all this, then?
I haven't told them yet. Been a bit of a whirlwind, hasn't it, Luke?
Yeah.
She loves a wedding, though, me mum. There hasn't been one in our family since Nathan's about 6 years back.
Nathan?
Me brother that lives in London, stuck up git. We haven't spoken to him since.
Why not?
Well, summat and out, really. It were her side's fault.
Yeah, it would be.
Our Butch had too much to drink, got up to do his white-eared elephant trick. Her mother fainted and her dad nearly took a fit, honestly. There were a bit of a brawl after that.
Hang on a minute, what's a white-eared elephant trick?
You take your trouser pockets out.
You don't want to know, Nick. Right, more beers, anyone?
Yeah, I'll have a pint.
Yeah.
All right. There you go. Hiya.
Hiya. Do you want a drink?
Yeah, dry white wine, please. Look, Dave, I'm really sorry about Kim. You don't deserve any of this. You've been brilliant.
Yeah, well...
Honestly, I appreciate all you've done. In fact, I appreciate it so much, I've decided to put an offer in on the old school building.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you.
Oh, that's great. Hey, pop in again if you like on the way on.
Yeah, did I tell you what Terry asked me to do next week, love?
No.
Oh, well, you know how his slideshow was such a roaring success?
Yeah, you flatter me.
Yeah. Well, we thought that the punters would be right for a bit more of the same.
But you don't play rugby, Vic.
No, not more of the same in that sense, but another talk, like.
Really? What about?
Carburettor customisation for off-street racing.
Sounds fascinating. Can I come? Moral support and all that.
What, and me?
Yeah, get us a ticket.
Oh, go on, I'll have a ticket off you then. We haven't even got a car.
Oh, no, I don't think that'd be a very good idea.
Why not?
Well, I'd be nervous, wouldn't I?
What, in front of us? Oh, would you, love?
Yeah, I'd go to pieces, you know I would.
Oh, well, maybe we'll forget about that one, eh, girls? Find something else to do that night. Oh, Tina. You know, you said you hadn't told your folks about the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, now's your chance.
Come on. Why don't you ask him to do his party piece, Tina?
Hiya, Butch.
If it's money you're after, you can forget it.
It's no way to talk to your sister. Actually, we were going to buy you a drink.
Mum says we're not supposed to be talking to you.
We're celebrating.
Celebrating what?
Our engagement.
What?
Isn't it great? Me and Luke's going to get married.
Where are you off to?
Village shopping.
I'll go, love. What do you want?
I'm going shopping, you know. Women's stuff like cooking and cleaning and ironing.
Why don't you let our Butch make you a fresh pot of tea? Get your feet up. I'll do shopping.
Oh, so sweetheart. Tell me what you're up to or I'll pull them off and I'll shove them up your jumper.
Tell you what!
What are you up to?
I'm not up to out!
Last time you went shopping, it was with a ration boot. Come on, what's going on?
Tell her. It's our Tina, Mum. She's getting wed.
She's what?
She was showing off her engagement ring at pub last night.
Was she now? Well, there's another one she can show it to, isn't there?
Hey, cheer up, Eric. When you play rough games, you've got to take some knocks. And you have been playing pretty rough lately.
Well, let's see. You were a rugby league player, eh? Not a philosophy down at Oxford.
All I'm saying is
I know what you're saying, Terry. Just stick to dispensing the drinks, eh? Save the flaming wisdom.
I was going to invite you to Vic's motor maintenance talk at Village Hall, but I don't think I'll bother now.
Well, how can I thank you for that?
It's all about how to strip an engine.
So?
Well, there'll be lots of bodywork on show.
Look, I don't know what's brought this on, but I have no interest in mechanics whatsoever.
Neither have I, you Doylem. It's a cover for another dancer, you know.
Oh, right. Let me buy you a drink.
Oh, cheers, man.
Well, what was that little huddle all about?
Boys' talk. No doubt some reference to a great pair of headlamps.
And really has no clue that you know.
Tonight will be soon enough. Where did you get them?
Sorry?
I hope you didn't get them off her. Good. That lad of yours wants locking up.
Why?
He stole some flowers out of my garden to give to his girlfriend.
Are you sure?
I saw him. Now, them flowers would have cost at least a £5 at the florist, and if I don't get it, I am going to the police.
I don't know what you're on about.
He does. Tell him.
Luke, is that you?
Where is she?
You can't just burst in here like that.
I'm not going to be invited, am I?
Look, I'd like you to leave, please.
Oh, I see. Protecting her, are you? You've turned her head with your posh accents and all your money.
What the hell are you doing here?
I should be asking you the same question. You should be at school.
I'm sick, aren't I?
Not nearly as sick as I am.
You owe an explanation, madam.
Oh, aye? Who to? I thought you'd disowned me.
What do you expect? You get yourself pregnant by him?
Exactly, Mum. I'm pregnant, so why is getting married any worse?
You killed our Ben, Tina. Have you forgot that?
Of course I haven't.
Well, then you'll be his wife, a McAllister.
What's the matter, Mum? Can't you spell it? It's a big M, small c, big A.
You think you're so flaming clever, you, don't you?
No, Mum. I'm frightened. What's the matter, Mum? A rich, handsome bloke who's going to be a doctor isn't good enough for you.
Why didn't you come home and tell us?
Because you didn't want out to do with me.
You're still my baby, Tina. You know that.
If it's any consolation, think how his mum and dad'll take it.
Like the picture of happiness up there, I reckon.
You're not going to try and talk me out of it?
Oof, trying to talk you out of anything's never been worth the effort. If it's what you want.
It is.
Right. Better make the best of it then, haven't we?
Yeah.
Tell you what, why don't you bring him, you know?
His name's Luke, Mum.
Yeah, bring him round for his tea.
Meet the family? Well, he's already met Dad and Butch, I suppose.
Yeah, well, it might be a bit late, love, but why don't we start trying to do things proper? Bring him round tonight.
Yeah. All right, then. Should be fun.
Dave?
Oh, yeah.
You poor thing. You all right?
Yeah, fine.
Hey, I've got some good news.
What?
They've accepted the offer on the old school building.
Well, just like that?
Yeah, just like that.
Ah, that's great. Only you won't go shouting it about round here. Frank's going to be really peeved when he finds out that property's gone. Especially when he realises it's his money that's buying it.
Do you fancy celebrating tonight?
I can't. I'm supposed to be going out with Luke and Biff.
Oh, I see.
I promise, that's all.
No, that's all right.
Hey, tomorrow, eh? Be better tomorrow, any road.
You sure the lass will spare you?
What's going on?
And, drop me pen.
Takes two of you to pick it up, does it?
Kim, I was talking to Dave, that's all.
Well, talk to your toy boy in your own time in future, Kathy. You've no business being in the office. Your job's at the stables, if you want to keep it.
Get off.
Oh, come on. I've had a hard day revising. I need a touch of TLC.
No, we're going out.
You can't. It's men only. I mean, you're not interested in car maintenance, are you?
We're going to me mum's.
Hey?
She wants us to go round for tea.
Me?
You are the father of my baby, aren't you? My fiancé.
Yeah, but your house.
Come on. You've been officially invited to join the Dingle family. The feud is over.
Well, make sure pigs are being fed before you go in.
Why?
Well, they'll eat anything. Leftovers, pig swill, chopped up people.
You're enjoying this, aren't you? Biff, tell her it's a bad idea.
No chance, mate. I'm staying out of this one.
Jess?
It's got naught to do with her.
Ooh.
Since when did anybody care what I thought anyway?
Come on, let's go and get ready.
Oh, but his dad took his dinner jacket with him, really, isn't it?
If we're not down for a while, you won't worry, will you?
Oh, you know what it'll be next. Luke's so polite, he'll think he has to invite them back.
Well, if he gives us plenty of warning, it won't take us long to clear up, will it?
It's not funny, Biff. It's not funny at all.
Don't worry, they're not members of the family.
They look well fed.
My mum's cooking.
She cooks for them.
No, she cooks for us. But she's a lousy cook, so the pigs don't mind. They'll eat out. Why'd you have to get dressed up, Luke?
Well, I thought she'd make the effort. After all, your mum has.
Right, creep, aren't you? Hey, and listen, if my dad offers to shove that red wine in fridge, don't say outsmart.
Well, actually, my dad says it's become trendy to serve red wine chilled.
Oh, there you go, then. Where the Dingles lead, you lot follow.
Come on, Luke.
Well, come on, love. Oh. Oh, Rita. Oh, red, it's my favourite. Luke, this is Francis, Tina's brother.
Mum, nobody calls me Francis.
Just say hello.
We have met, actually.
Now then, lass. Hey.
You know Tina's dad, don't you? I say. Luke's going to be a doctor, Zach.
Well, one day, perhaps.
For someone who reckons on being a doctor, you thought he'd have known how babbies happen.
I'm sorry, but I still don't think Biff will go to something like that.
He's a man, ain't he? They're all same, young or old.
Yeah, well, I still think you're making a mistake.
Right then, you tell me why Seth'd want to go to a talk on car mechanics. It's like me going to a talk on childbirth. And I stand more chance of having a baby than he does a car.
You know, Britt, Terry's little social evenings are getting a bit out of control.
You could say that again.
I think I shall have to have a word. You know, loyalty and all that.
Leave it to me, Mr. Turner. After tonight, he'll remember where his true loyalties really are.
My father's father was a doctor and his father before him.
Suppose you could say my family was in the health service and all.
What you on about?
Hey, Mum?
Yeah, Chinansis, you went out with a knit nurse. About a mad one and all.
Headlights are horrible, aren't they?
Yes, I suppose they are.
She used to make kids she didn't like have their head shaved.
Oh, you never forgive her for that, did you? Especially as you didn't recognise her till the wedding reception.
They were bad enough already.
Well, at least my family kept him work, not like your Josiah. He got the sack for nicking from dustbins.
Helping yourself, Sir Perk, of the job.
Not from folks' kitchens, it's not.
That were a put-up job. Honest as the day's long, I would just say you.
I hope you've got a big family, Luke, you know, to balance things up like.
Oh, not very big, actually.
I wasn't as big as it was either. That's our Ben's chair you're sat in.
You don't want that bringing up again, Francis.
You and him were dead close. If he could see you now.
Luke said killing our Ben was an accident, and we're going to forgive him for our Tina's sake. Oh.
I saw the pigs outside. They were very nice.
Oh, I know about pigs and all, do you?
Well, I can't say I've had a lot to do with them. Eat anything I understand.
Aye. Why? Something wrong with me mum's cooking? You're not eating much.
No. No. Everything's homemade. It was interesting what Churchill said about pigs.
Didn't know you were a pig, Mum.
No, well, I don't think he... Anyway, what he said was... Cats look down to you, dogs look up to you, but pigs stare you straight in the eye.
Little bloke, were he?
Sorry?
Churchill. Or did he get down on all fours? Because then you'd be the same as a dog. A big dog, any road. But cats... Cats look up at you, not down.
I think he was speaking metaphorically.
Why don't you get that wine, Mum? It's been in the fridge a while. It ought to be cold enough by now.
Oh, aye, right. Go and get it, Zach. I say, I should have invited your Jessica. Tina's told me they're getting to be right good friends.
Almost like sisters now, aren't we, Luke?
Why don't you have her for your bridesmaid? That'd be grand, wouldn't it?
The car's just pulled up outside. It's not the man from the AA. Right, Mr. Turner, look after the bar for half an hour.
What? No, now, just a minute. Where's everybody going? No, what are you doing? Who's going to run the bar?
Oh, don't be a spoil sport, Alan. You were moaning earlier how quiet it was. I'll have another G&T, please, barman, and orange juice for Jessica.
Excuse me, love. Is this yours?
Could you spare us a minute, love?
Sorry, I'm just in there.
Well, that's what we want to talk to you about, love. In there.
Don't suppose they brought something to open it with and all.
The word's corkscrew, Francis dear, and no, we didn't.
I never thought.
If you call me Francis one more time...
Cake, Luke.
Not for me, thanks, Mrs. Dingle.
You've not ate much, have you, love? Why don't you call me Mum? After all, we'll soon be related.
Right.
Where's that sister of yours tonight? Out with that Fowler youth?
No, don't think... Oh, yeah, she'll be with Biff and Dave and Nick.
Friendly sort of a lass, is she? All those lads.
As a matter of fact, she was talking about you only today. Isn't that right, Luke?
It's pretty serious with Biff, though.
Right, they are. Made that from my mother's own recipe.
Oh, no, I couldn't really.
I bet you could. My mum likes her cooking to be really appreciated.
Or maybe just a small piece, then.
I mean, really appreciated.
Why don't you go and see if the pigs need feeding, Butch lad?
Actually, I think we really ought to get going. I've got a load of revision to do.
His A-levels are coming up, Dad. Dead important exams, aren't they, Lukey?
Well, if I'm going to do anything with my life...
Where does our Tina fit into this? And your babby? Students don't make no money.
Don't you worry about that, love. If money's a problem, I can always put the three of yous up here.
All right. Thanks. Ma'am.
Hold your horses, lads. I've got a pint of my own here somewhere.
Hey, Seth, I thought it was mine.
We better get another one and get one for Seth as well.
Hey, have you ever noticed? Whatever job you're in, bosses all are standing around gassing while you're working your socks off.
Yeah, be entertaining this. I can guarantee you that.
Money back guarantee, I hope, old boy.
It'll be the best entertainment you've had since your car got crushed.
Yeah, tell what, I'll put the bird on soon. The natives are getting restless.
Yeah, not too soon, Vic. Interferes with their drinking, all that lecturing. Let them get a pint or two down them first, and our profits up.
So you got out alive then, Luke?
What, did you think we'd feed him to the pigs? No, we had a smashing time, Jess. All the family were there, well, all that could be, that is. It's nice to be part of a family that pulls together when the going gets tough. So many just fall apart, you know. Come on, Luke, let's sit down and talk about weddings and bridesmaids and stuff.
Do you mind? I'm trying to get dressed.
I think you better get started.
Right, I'm ready now.
Great. Now, give him the works, darling, and then maybe you and I can go for a quiet drink or something later.
Sounds good to me. Big on.
It's entertainment time! We've got a very special lady for you tonight. She tells me she's a policeman's daughter, but she never gave me a rest. Put your hands together for WPC. Bowling!
There's two of them.
Evening all. Anyone feeling sick yet?
Oh, cracky, it's your mother.
Thought you weren't bothering.
It's only just 9.
Fine, if you're watching the clock, I will too.
You were the one who started this.
I haven't got time for all this. There's a list of jobs for you in the tack room. You start by mucking in it.
Kim, look.
I said I haven't got time.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah, well, I think we've both learnt the hard way that friendship and business don't mix.
We're shut. We're not opening yet. There's another half hour. Now, what do you want, Vic?
Hey, Terry in.
He's not coming out to play today. You're a bad influence.
Very funny, Alan. But this is business. I've had enough pleasure to last me a lifetime. Leastways, that's what Viv tells me.
Oh, here he is, the other half of Pawn Incorporated.
It was hardly that. It was good, clean fun.
Lying to your wife about naked women doing God knows what is good, clean fun in your book, is it?
Oh, give it a rest, Britt. I've already had my lecture.
So you've not come to plan your next little enterprise?
No, I just want to word with my mate. That's not forbidden, is it?
Well, anything you can say to him, you can say to me.
Fair enough. You owe me 50 quid.
Do I, heck?
What for?
Booze, my time.
You must be joking.
Do you think he's joking, Alan?
No.
Neither do I.
Hey, tell him I had to pay you for paying off Dancer.
She was a stripper, Terry.
And she gave her 20 quid for being mucked about.
Oh, I see. So she gets a bonus for keeping the kit on, and I get nothing for all the work I put in.
Well, I made nout neither.
I was just a hired hand, mate, and I want my whack.
Terry, if I hear any more of your sordid little arrangements, I shall seriously question your commitment to the Woolpack.
Yeah, 30 quid. It's all I've got.
Well, I don't know.
Happy now, boys? Oh, and Vic, tell Viv I've got us another 2 bookings.
Ha ha.
What are you doing, messing about with that thing?
What did you do that for?
Because I'm trying to talk to you serious about money.
I might make a bob or two out of this. If I go over the ground where that plane came down, you don't know what I might find. Things get buried, you know, coming down from that height.
I think your mother dropped you from a great height when you was a baby. I'm trying to talk about our Tina's wedding.
You realise her babby might take after him, eh? I just hope it's the last of it does.
He's going to be a doctor. He don't have to be good with his fists. You do realise something? It's the bride's father what has to pay for the wedding.
I'll pay for nought.
It's tradition.
It's a tradition that I've got no money and all.
You might want the McAllisters to think that we're not doing enough for them, but I don't. So you better find somewhere useful to stick that thing, otherwise I will.
Do you want to hear something funny, Butch?
Your fiance's got a serious illness.
No, I think his sister has.
Right.
It's mad. It's really sad she fancies you.
You what? Jessica McAllister?
Yeah.
Oh, this is a wind-up.
No, honestly, when we were in pub the other night after we'd been here, she wouldn't stop asking questions about you.
Because I frightened her, that's all.
Oh, you know nought about women, do you, Butch?
I know plenty.
Only from 0898 numbers. I've seen you in the phone box with your 50p's.
You're warped, you.
Look, who'd have thought I'd end up with Luke? It's exactly the same with Jessica. She's just into rough blokes, that's all. It's the same with a lot of those posh types.
Aye, I've heard that.
Why don't you come round tonight? See for yourself.
If you're having me on our Tina.
Butch, she's a pretty lass. Prettier than out you've ever kissed before. And you won't need your wellies. You'll come round then.
Aye, reckon. About time she had a real man.
And you can pay for my dinner and all.
Come on, my £5 fee from last night. It's going to cost me that dry cleaning.
Talk to the women with the water, mate.
My beef's with you, chum. You conned me into going with that charade.
Aye, well, you're the one who knows about conning.
And he also knows he's got more chance of getting the money back off you than he has off us. Now give him a fiver.
I'll tell you what, I'll buy a couple of doubles.
Make sure you do.
Thank you. There we are. Sure there's nothing for you, Seth?
No, thanks. Will you stop wittering about that dog? He is at the vet's. And the vet's would be the best place for plenty more round here and all.
Very droll, Betty.
You men, you're all the same. You keep your hearts behind your wallets and your brains behind your trouser pockets. Money and sex. That's what it comes down to with you lot. Even though with some of you it is only small change.
I hope you're not lumping me in with that generalisation.
Why not? What's so special about you, Alan Turner? Old enough to know better and still chasing after a married woman. Not that she seems too worried about being caught, mind.
Lady Weir and I are nothing more than friends. I would thank you to remember that, and so would my solicitors.
Do you mind? I happen to like drinking here.
Look, Kathy, what have you got to lose? You can't go on working like you were this morning. It'll kill you.
Running a cafe can't be any harder work.
Well, it'll smell better there anyway.
Just because you had an unexpected shower last night?
Oh, you heard.
Oh, yeah. They were talking about nothing else at the stables. Now I know why you preferred a night out with the lads to a meal with me.
Well, you said we could do that tonight anyway.
Sorry. Staying in to have a long hot bath. Get some of this smell off me.
I need something new.
Oh, you'll have to wait, do. Any road you don't want to go out shine out, Tina. Any road, mate.
Mum, that shampoo, where is it?
You're not doing the van with it again, are you?
No, it's for me. I'm off out tonight.
Are you going with the lass?
Yeah, so?
No?
Yeah, son. Here, have a good night.
Oh, sir.
Shampoo's over there on the sink.
Right. How much do we use?
Much as you like.
Who is she, then?
Just a lass.
A lass? You sure?
Aye, of course.
Yes!
What's up with you?
Night. Just pleased for the lad.
Why was you asking him if it was a lass? Even he knows the difference.
Rather likes to know.
You thought he was one of those, didn't you?
Butch? No.
Oh, you did. It was you what started calling him Butch. Do you remember when he was little and he brought them flowers home from school? He wanted to press them in a book.
I never did out like that. Neither did Sam or Ben.
He was only 6. I mean, lots of kids do that.
No, nothing to worry about now, is there?
Well, I think you better have a word with him before he goes out.
Eh?
Birds, bees, you know.
Give over.
Look, Zach, our Tina got herself pregnant with a lad who was going to be a doctor. The cleverest thing that our butch ever did was learning to put his trousers on one leg at a time. And just in case he gets around to taking them off again, well, I think you better tell him the facts of life.
Don't I get a drink then?
Huh? No, lad. You do it about it tonight.
Why, we going poaching or something? Got something on?
You going out? With your lass?
Oh, right.
So, well, you know all the, well, all the stuff.
You what?
You know, how Tina got herself, well, not herself, but...
No, I don't. I have to tell you the truth about that. I don't.
Oh. Well, there's a man, and he has, well, seed. And a woman, she has,
Somewhere to plant it.
Ah, that's it. Like a field.
Thanks a lot.
I know that. What I don't know is how I'd seen her let a prat like that near her.
All right. Got me beaten all as that. But you know to be careful. Take precautions.
It's up to the lass, innit? She's the one that'll be in club.
Ah, you're the one who'd have to marry her.
I'm not getting married, never.
We just don't want you bringing somebody undesirable here, do we, Zach?
Be no worse than our Tina's managed. I promise you that.
Well, that's not flaming difficult. So just take care, lad. It's one thing showing us that you're a real man, but you don't have to prove it to nobody else.
Right. Bye, love.
Try. That dingo. You ought to have been a teacher.
You sure you won't come in for a moment? I could make us something to eat.
You're just on the lookout for another cheap barmaid for the evening.
No, I've had plenty of cheap barmaids. None of them can match up to you.
Would you like to rephrase that, Alan?
No, I wouldn't. I know exactly what I've said. I mean it in professional terms. If I'd had somebody like you behind the bar, perhaps I wouldn't have had the need of Brit and Terry.
I think they're rather good fun, actually. Can you imagine Thomas's reaction if he knew his wife was working as a barmaid? Makes it all the more tempting. As soon as I've got Pride here to the girl groom, I'll be right back. Show you how to make a really wicked Bloody Mary.
From the back, she looks like Nellie Dingle. The horse. What do you call her mother-in-law yet? Oh, don't. It's not funny. Well, it is from where I'm sat. Your mum and dad thought I were off.
There you go, love.
Hey, up. I didn't recognise you with that uniform on.
Do you want to drink that beer or wear it?
Sorry I missed the show.
Hey, do you think I'd have been good then?
Well, yeah, seeing as you're asking.
Well, if Terry pulls another stunt in this village, you're on.
She's joking, remember that.
Are you sure of that, Terry? I mean, I won't put it past her. Be guaranteed to sell out.
That's not funny, lads.
Hello, Home Farm Stables. Oh, hi, Dave. Yeah, soon. I want to get all this work out of the way so she won't have anything else to argue about. Look, I better go. See ya.
Who was that?
Just an inquiry about lessons.
You haven't finished the work I left you?
Just about. And I've worked 2 hours over.
What are you wanting? Overtime?
You're the one treating me like a hired hand. Why not? Oh, come on, Kim. What's going on? We used to work well together. I just don't understand what's happening.
No, you're too wrapped up in yourself. I never believed Chris when he said how selfish you could be.
How have I been selfish?
You used me. I gave you inside information about Chris's wealth to help you get a fair settlement. You could have wrecked my marriage if Frank had known what I was doing.
Oh, and it wouldn't have wrecked your marriage if you'd known that all you were doing was trying to get your hands on Chris's shares.
It would have been worth a lot of money to you.
And given you the ammunition to strike against Frank if you ever saw fit.
Don't be so ridiculous. I was trying to help Frank, as I told you.
Oh, I know what you told me, Kim, and I never really believed it. I'm only glad I didn't go along with your little scheme.
Hey, she's going to be dead impressed.
What'd she say when you told her I was coming?
She's upstairs getting her glad rags on now. Wanted to look her best.
Oh, she's a smart-looking lass, isn't she?
Well, looks can be deceptive, Francis, dear.
Eh?
Don't worry about it. Let's just say it's a meeting of minds. Her bedroom's the one on the left, if you get that lucky.
You're not going, are you?
Don't want me here cramping your style. And anyway, she might be shy. Best it's just the two of you.
Jessica! Visitor for you!
Relax.
Thought I'd
legislation says that...
Going somewhere?
Just to the pub, love, you know, Swift Half.
Like last night was a talk on car maintenance.
No, just a drink, you know, after work, like always.
Wouldn't you rather us have a night in?
What, you mean, get the kids to bed early kind of night in? Oh. You've still got that nurse's uniform, haven't you?
Sorry, love. But then it wouldn't make much difference.
No, not really.
Seeing as you won't be getting your way with me for the foreseeable future.
Hey?
Well, love comes with trust, Vic. And trust went straight out the window last night when you lied to me. And if you go to that pub, you might just find you can't get back in again. So, I thought a nice night in together might do us both good. We can play Scrabble.
I hate Scrabble.
And I hate lying, cheating scumbags. Now, I think I'll have a nice cup of tea.
Nothing stronger?
Oh, no. Tea's fine. For both of us. And that's another thing. You're drinking too much, you're getting fat.
Hi.
What the hell are you doing here?
Our Tina let me in.
Yeah, well, I'd like you to go now, please.
It's all right. You know, she told me.
Told you what?
You know.
I know that Biff and Luke will be back any second, and if I were you, I'd just leave.
Look, do you want to go somewhere? Somewhere quiet?
They'll find me, so
I know this place in the woods where I watch badgers. They'll never know where to look. You know, we could get a bottle or something. Get to know each other. Look, my name's Francis, if you like. I don't tell many people that.
Not frightened of you, you know.
Look, what is there to be frightened of? We're just a lad and a lass getting to know each other. Well, where are you going? Jessica, come back, you daft mare!
Ah, Butchie's got himself a girlfriend.
Postman delivered her in a box with a foot pump.
That's nice.
Found his intellectual equal at last.
Oh. I don't know about being a doctor. He's going to need one in a minute.
Who's a lucky girl, then?
Oh, don't ask me. You know, our Butch and his girlfriends are always knocking at the door.
You seem to be spending a lot of time in the village lately, Vanessa.
I can't bear to stay away. There's so much going on.
Yes, well, I think you'll find we're back to a normal state of affairs now.
People living their own lives and minding their own business. Is that what you mean, Mrs. Ekman?
I do. And isn't it nice to see so many couples in the bar this evening? There's me and Seth, there's Terry and Britt, there's Luke there and his young lass, there's even Zach and Nellie Dingle, and there's... Oh, well, that appears to be it.
Biff, help! He's gonna kill me!
Lou! What's going on?
Right. Outside now.
Can't buy me.
He was in the house. He said he wanted to take me into the woods.
Is this your date?
All right.
What makes you think she want to date with you?
You just keep your nose out.
Right, now!
Hey, come here!
Hey, you! You're getting good at that, Betty.
Work last night, work tonight.
Come on, Zach, let's get our lad out of here. I don't want no more trouble.
It's not my fault. It's flaming her. You were leading me on.
How could you possibly think I'd fancy a moron like you?
I'm not a moron. I'm C of E.
Yeah, well, I hope you know your blood group as well.
Get out.
Come on, we're going.
Behave. Whoever hit me, I'll kill him.
Why are you keeping that big gob of yours shut for once?
It was her, Luke. She put him up to it.
Hey, I've been in here all night. I did nout.
She's poison. Pure poison. Why can't you see it?